the first look at the center, the Valentines event, and much, much more. Hello everybody, my name's Kiah, and welcome to a community crunch. A really weird one this week, may I say, and a lot of news that was not in the crunch this week, so let's get into it. So community crunch 395 was very late today. Usually it comes out 1 a.m. my time, that's the time that it's supposed to come out, but today it came out 8 a.m. my time, which was very weird. And then this one is not too jam-packed with a lot of things, but it does have some details, and what's mainly important is what got posted on Twitter that was not in the news article, which was very strange. I don't know why they chose to do that, but they did, so you know. If we go over to Twitter, Jeremy was basically saying, first look at the Gigantoraptor and Acer, the center next week. So that's going to be in our next crunch, fingers crossed, as long as there are no delays or someone forgets to post the crunch, you know, all of that stuff. Someone in here asked a question, can we get an official explanation why you guys changed the creature? We wanted the real winner, not the Ragnarok one. So basically they're wondering where the Shasta went. And there was actually a reply to this, which was interesting enough, nice to see as well. Basically they said they needed more time to execute the submarine creature properly, have to rewrite some of the basic coding of UE to stay in the local space on the creature, even when in different physics modes, falling or jumping. On the plus side, this will come with a fully large-sized vehicle-based system. So pretty much, as expected, you know when you go along with a mosasaur or something like that, it goes on your platform and sometimes the animal on the back of the platform dies or drowns or something like that. That is a big problem right now that would be faced if we would have the Shasta right now. So it's understandable that we need a lot of new systems to make this work, as there's nothing really that makes this work currently in ARK as it is, apart from the vacuum compartments, and even those are iffy. So hopefully they'll make this to the best of their abilities, and I'm looking forward to the Gigantoraptor. Someone else asked in here as well, does this mean that now rafts and other platform dinos will work better too, by making it so that when you jump and you don't go through structures? And they said, yep. So that's interesting enough. It's good to hear. Anyways, back to the crunch where we have the new news, and we're going to go down, and the first thing featured is the welcome to another edition of the community crunch. Here's a mod spotlight, which seems to be a thing with every crunch, but this time it's a little bit different at the start of this, and I don't know if the music's copyright, so I'm going to mute it, and if you want to watch the full thing, make sure you check the description down below. But in this, you have a little guy standing here, and then suddenly a Mickey Mouse appears, but it's not really because it's Steamboat Willie. This is a trend a lot of games are trying to get on for one reason only. It is because Disney allowed people to use Steamboat Willie now as a, you know, anybody can use it, make a game with it, make a movie with it. They kind of opened up the laws around this, but not Mickey Mouse as such, only Steamboat Willie. So there's been like a lot of movies and stuff coming out around that type of thing, and people making the most of trying to use that because they're not going to get sued by Disney. So they went really fast over this page, but in here actually it says made with the ARK dev kit, copyright Studio Wildcard MMXXIV. So I don't really get if this is going to be in the game, like a little game mode, like a mini game thing. I don't really understand it because it just looks like a completely different game when you go into the next kind of screenshots of the whole thing. It's a little random because it doesn't look like ARK at all, but that's the thing. Maybe that's just them expressing that that's what the capabilities of what the new stuff in the ARK dev kit's going to be. Although it does seem a little bit strange, and like they're kind of just trying to follow this trend of trying to use Steamboat Willie and taking that into the game because that's not going to get them sued anymore. So, you know. But it's cool if you can do that type of thing in the game as well. That's a very interesting thing in there. Past that though, they have their usual spotlight of things, and they just showcase a few mods in here, like dynamic use server structures, etc. They said coming next week in here. This is one of the things they showed off last week with the tic-tac-toe table that you could use. So that's another thing about the saved structure things. And then they're showing off a little bit more about the windows being able to be turned to glass and look a lot nicer than the greenhouse stuff. And then they just go back to regular mods in here. So past that, yeah. And they have a little bit to say about the user-created cosmetics in here. And I wish they would just really clarify what this is, because they keep making it really confusing with every crunch we get on what exactly this means and what it is. They said journey into the brave new world of total conversions using the new mod game framework, which enables nearly anything that Unreal Engine can do to be released as a cross-platform mod. We've created a quick example to show one way to use it, and that was the Steamboat Willie thing, I assume. I don't know if that's going to be officially a thing or what. I assume so, because why not if you put the effort into it? And then they do say the thing with the see-through glass is going to be something that's enabled into official, basically, because the custom structures mod is part of that. That's with the party lights and everything as well. But it's getting very confusing around the things, because they said user created cosmetic costumes, so skins and stuff that work on any server, and then they're going over total conversion mods to use with the game framework. Like, which one is what? Like, what are we talking about? Is it just like the skin for that character? The character skin is the Mickey Mouse, and then maybe the game framework thing with the mod is the total game they had in there that you could play. I guess that's what it is. I just wish they would clarify cleanly between the two, as it gets a little confusing what exactly they're trying to do here. But assume the same as last week's episode, as this thing is going to be like skins and stuff that you snap onto structures or wear as a costume or something like that. Do know, for a little bit of clarification here, this is not things you create in-game. You still need the dev kit to create all this stuff, so yeah, it's not like you can just draw it on yourself in-game. You're definitely going to need the dev kit to create skins like this, and I would not be surprised if they make any of the skins premium or anything like that, unfortunately, because those premium mods are going to be coming in very soon. Anyway, Love Evolved. I wish my ARK character looks good as these. Look how human their faces look. I wish that was the case. And why is there a Trudon? Maybe he's finally getting some love, poor Trudon. But basically they're saying Valentine's Day kicks off on Tuesday, February 13th, 24, and it will continue till Tuesday, February 20th on official servers. They are saying that next week they're going to give a full event details on the crunch and what is included in this crunch this time around and what you can do. In the picture alone, you can see the t-shirts, you got little hearts. I don't remember little hearts like that. The bow and crossbow, so assuming all of that's coming back. And this helmet thing, it definitely is new. Like, I don't remember this at all. They're also going over Garuga's Let's Build stream, which should have started by now. Yep, today aired an episode of it, and he's showing you how to build it in the dev kit, which we've gone over for a couple weeks now, which has been in the last couple of community crunches. You can see the dates on the screen if you're interested. Apart from that, they got more bonus rates on the official network. It makes me laugh because they literally just stopped these and now they started some more on there. But you got 2 times harvesting on PvE and PvP this time, taming, experience and breeding, and of course higher rates on small tribes and Ark Apocalypse as well. And apart from that, that is all the news this week, and we got some gorgeous submissions in here, lots of wonderful artwork and videos and all sorts in here. But yeah, a bit of a weird crunch this week, with it being seriously late and then the contents of the crunch being very, I don't know, weak source in there, very confusing as well. Hopefully next week is going to be a banger and hopefully on time, but we will have to see. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the news today. Thank you for watching, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!